But if this is a result of not having electrolytes or having salt in my water for the past 48 plus hours, I started Sunday morning. Today's Tuesday morning. If this is indicative of what it is to not have the extra electrolytes, it's going to be pretty clear very soon which way to go. So we got some good stuff going on out here today. We've got a couple of chuck roasts going in the slow cooker for this evening. Got myself a ribeye I'm fixing to throw in the air fryer. Now this one's not frozen, but at this point I don't care. You know, it's funny is I'm not really as hungry as I am wanting the salt that's on the meat right now, because I feel so tired from this morning's exercise. After this is my third day of doing no electrolytes in my water and no salt in my water. I'm only putting salt on my meat. I'm trying it out. I'm trying it the best I can. I find myself really missing that energy right this moment. Now because this isn't frozen, I'm gonna cook it for 14 minutes, flipping it halfway through at 450 degrees. Should be enough for a small ribeye steak. Might not be. Might have to go a couple more minutes. We'll see. Here we go, fresh out of the air fryer. When it's not frozen to start with, you get a lot less crispiness in the fat here. That's where a little bit of flames will help. Cleaning the air fryer gives you just the right amount of time to let your steak sit. Oh, it's so good. So I have a few viewers who have watched me go through this diet from beginning to now, and it has been a odyssey for sure. But you know, initially when I first started doing this, I just ate when I was hungry. I didn't have any plans on when I was going to eat. I just made sure I had meat nearby, because when I was hungry, I wanted to make sure I had some. And eventually I got to where I was doing one meal a day for a while after about 9-10 months of this, maybe 11 months. And I did one meal a day for a little over a month. And I started to cut back because I was having some other issues that I wasn't sure what was causing them. Turns out it had nothing to do with the one meal a day. But since then I've transitioned to mostly 2 meals a day, and I typically keep those within 8 hours of each other. I try to keep them as close together as I can. What I push for is around noon every day, and then at around 5 o'clock is when I have my 2 meals. That way I have a nice long break between my last meal and my first meal. Right now it's 9:30, so I'm having my first meal a bit earlier, but I'll still have my last meal before 5 o'clock, so it'll still be within that 8-hour period to get a good 16-hour intermittent fast between the last and first meal. I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been soldiering on with this thing with no electrolytes extra since this walk this morning, but it has been literally soldiering on. I feel like I have no energy at all. I'm trying to get my work done. I can't concentrate. I got up to get some water and I could barely walk to the refrigerator. Now, I had decided I was going to soldier on through this, but my wife said, "Are you listening to your body?" She basically challenged me on what I keep telling you to do, and that's to listen to your body. My body's saying, I need some electrolytes. I need some salt at the very least. I'm going to start by just adding some salt instead of going with my electrolytes. My body craves it just tasting that little bit that got on my finger. This is my Soleil water jar. This is where I keep the rock salt crystals that I put in my, I take an ounce of this and put it into 3/4 or 750 milliliters. So I'm just going to add that in here. This is club soda, so it fizzes a little bit. we'll see. I hope I feel better, because I can't go to work tomorrow. If I wake up feeling the way I've been feeling all day today, I've got to drive first thing in the morning, and then I got to work all day, and I ain't got time to be collapsing. So I mean, I'm barely getting through today. We'll see how I feel later. Alright, I'm going to tell you, it has been about an hour and a half since I had my first bottle of water with sodium, with Soleil water added. I've got another one, I'm about halfway through. I feel like a totally different man right now. Now, earlier, about a half hour ago, before I had something to eat, I already started to feel better. I was like, whoa, I can get up now. Because I went to lay down after that. I was trying to get through some work. I could not. I just couldn't focus. And now, after just taking a little break like that, letting the electrolytes do their thing, I feel like a whole different man, just that fast. So, I don't know what to say. I mean, if you're on the side that says you don't need any extra electrolytes, I know that I do. Because the pain I was feeling from carrying the weight this morning and doing those push-ups is reduced also. I noticed this last night when I was out walking with my family and friends, and I was like, man, I need to go sit in the car and relax for a little while, and I had to go lay down. Normally, I'm outgoing everybody now, but last night, after 2 days of not having any electrolytes and sodium in my water, the only thing I had was my Redmond salt on my meat. That was it. So I was cutting down tremendously. I can tell when I feel like I need some more salt. And I knew yesterday that I was feeling like, man, I really could use some, but I'm gonna do this test, and I really plan to go a lot further than this. But you know what? I gotta drive in the morning. I'm actually gonna have to leave tonight so that I'll have time to do my workout in the morning. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that because I mean, I had just woken up from a short nap. I took like a 20-minute nap, if that. And feel like $1,000,000. But I mean, I can feel the difference when I have those electrolytes. I mean, it just, I have energy now. I didn't have any energy before, and I was so sore. Now the soreness doesn't even hurt as much. I don't know what to tell you. I need the electrolytes. So I'm going to keep sticking with mine. I'm going to do what's working for me. You do what's working for you. And that's what I've been trying to tell everybody all along. Find what works for you and stick with it. Listen to what your body is saying. My body is telling me, give me that salt. I think this is just my way of taking a stand for what I'm doing and making sure that I'm not letting my belief that it's good for me get in the way of the reality that I need it or not. There you have it. I hope it helps. See you guys next time. So here I am this morning getting it done in a parking lot for a Publix and strip mall. Oh, there my battery died, so I had to restart already. But anyway, yep, just getting my walk in because the sports complex that I used to go work at when I'm here, when I'm out of town from my house, it doesn't open until 6:30, and it's only 5:40 right now. Let's see. And I'm learning that this parking lot is about 4/10 of a mile around, so I got a few more trips to go. But I just wanted to come and share with you this morning's exercise. Despite the difficulties of getting it in, I'm still out here making it happen. Just goes to show you can find a way where there's a will.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?